We're going to try to make this video less cringy than the usual type of deal. So maybe let's just try it out, right? So do we have here? We have the Ashitaka, Japanese tier 7 premium battleship. Even though it's not really a battleship, it's more like a cruiser, kinda battle cruiser. I mean, I think this is like originally a battle cruiser. They don't have battle cruisers in World of Warships, but anyway, this kinda like. I mean, obviously this is Amagi How, which has been heavily nerfed to ground. Pretty Pepega actually. This is a Slava kind of deal, you know. You don't have much armor, but you have pretty good guns. But unlike Slava, this one is not tier 10, and the guns have actually overmatch on most of the ships because it's tier 7. So you could say it's better than Slava, right? Obviously, from the things that are trash about this ship, it's armor. It's not a battleship. If you want a battleship on tier 7, this is not a battleship. It's just not a battleship. This thing has no way at all, as you can even see. Like there's like what 3 guns on the deck. That's it. It's pretty fast for what it is. 31, 32 knots, pretty sure, something around that. And what's the main selling point of this ship? The guns, because these are Amagi kind of deal guns. They are not the same guns, obviously, they are nerfed, especially the dispersion. But other than that, I think maybe, I'm not sure if the pen is nerfed. But definitely the accuracy is worse than Amagi. But it's still tier 7, and if you get on top tier like we did this game, you know, you can do a lot of things. So anyway, I went to my classic middle position on this game with every pretty much battleship I do. Because you can, in theory, you know, shoot 2 flanks. You can shoot this flank here behind B, and you can shoot the 8-9 line. You know, that's a good position for a battleship, especially if you can aim, unlike me with that shot on Nelson. So I'm pretty sure that was a bit of dispersion. Now on the start of this game, you will see like what happens when you don't get enough RNG. Like this York, for example, just getting 2 overpens, and like that's only 2 hits too, right? And to add salt into the injury, we get double fire. Well, of course I damage cone like a Pepega, but we are fine this time because we got dark. Now if you look at the minimap, everyone is leaving the B flank, the B white flank. So I'm like, this is not ideal. There's no spotting at all. You see, the carrier is flying to the C flank, even though our entire team is there, kinda. I mean, our team is in a shit position now. But what carrier could be doing is he could be flying over B, spotting, for example, for me. I think I even asked him with the pinks. Or, I mean, not only me, right? Because the whole team would benefit, but no. So the start of this game is kind of Pepega. Well, we shot the Jervis, that was kind of bad aim from me. Could have aimed a little better, we got 1 overpen, that's always something, right? Because look how many ships they have behind B, and they were not spotted really. They were not spotted at the start, so I decided, okay, maybe I'm just gonna go more towards B, and at this point I ran a bit too far. Now, of course, the Janway now dies. The Janway actually was, when he first encountered the Kamikaze, that was a good start, because he, you know, he could just gun him down with no issue really, like probably lose some HP, but the reload rate is just much more beneficial for the Janway. However, the Janway, as I predicted, just 8 torps, and yeah. So what I wanted to do originally is go back to the flank, to like, you know, have some crossfires when they eventually push into B. But now the Janway is dead, so the Kamikaze will push the flank, right? So I'm like, okay, great, this is terrible. I can't go on the flank anymore because I'll be perma spotted, and the Kamikaze, if I just like don't kite or I'll be pushing there, will just torp me. So there's no point doing that. So I decided, okay, let's make another turnaround like I did the first time. So this is exactly what I'm gonna do here. Well, so far 5 minutes in, we don't have really any damage, only 12k, and damage, I mean team wise, well, it's not really nothing yet. It's just lost a tier 5 battleship, and the DD, you know, losing DD is always bad, especially at the start. So yeah, trying some long shots doesn't really work because the York is actually dodging, which is pretty sad for me, but it's not the end of the world. Now, as you can see, I'm already hard spotted, and the York is not yet in my spotting range, so the Kamikaze is already pushing. I mean, that was kind of obvious. So I, as I said, I do my little turnout, and here we will start like, oh, we shot down the plane? Illegal? I mean, we didn't really, because we have 200 plane damage. But look at this, juicy, nice broadside battleship Piotr Wielki, right? Come on, that's a death strike, right? No. That's 3 overfeds for you. That sometimes happens, but that was really bad RNG. That was terrible RNG, in fact. But the follow-up will be better, I can already tell you. One thing about the ship, you know, when I said bad armor, it's not really like you think, oh, it's just like not great. You can get overmatched by big guns through the deck. So pretty much every battleship. There we go. That's a nice clap. That's like what, 40k clap almost. Or even more? No. Yeah, something. Yeah, almost like 30 something. So he's more than halved. You can get overmatched by like 406s definitely. I'm not sure if 380s. But you can get overmatched from deck. And the other thing is, if you sail broadside, even on range, you can get clapped hard. Like, for example, this guy did. But you can not get clapped hard. You can literally lose like 40k, 50k with one volley if the guy gets RNG and he can aim and he gets like decent battleship. This is how this battle cruiser kind of has terrible armor, and it has turtleback, but it's like some weird turtleback that doesn't work even. So just the best way to play this ship is not to take damage, or at least not for a long time, because like you're not gonna live long enough to do anything. So that's kind of the Slava deal, you know. If you get shot with Slava, because Slava can also get overmatched through deck, because it's also bad. You know, you don't really have a lot of fun. Now I shot the York again, but I forgot this York actually dodging, so there's not really much point shooting him. Or if I was to shoot him, I would need to shoot like as if he would turn. But then it's never gonna do like a lot of damage, like 5k, maybe lucky ass Citadel, like deck Citadel, but yeah, that's unlikely. So I shoot here the kinda broadside Nelson, and if you look at A, the Kamikaze finally got there. So pretty good call from me to start running away. I mean, could probably stay a bit longer, but I don't want to, you know, take much lottery with my luck. Plus, look at my position on the minimap. I'm the only battleship here, so it's still a decent position. Now, luckily for me, the carrier actually decided to spot this Kamikaze R, and the Trento also gonna help me with him. So at least I don't have to kill a full HP Kamikaze, because he haven't taken much damage so far. I shoot here. That was not a bad shot, but the dispersion, you know, 2.5k, it's fine though. Now the issue with this Kamikaze is gonna be that the carrier, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that he disconnected while dropping, because he just like started flying in circles, and the kamikaze just went dark with like 400 HP, and the kamikaze didn't die till like almost the last second of the game. I mean, not last second, but very late game. Like I think he was like second last ship to die. So yeah, not you can see he's so low, and this is the last time he's gonna get spotted by the carrier. I could have of course shot better the last volley and actually kill him, but you know, mistakes happen. It's tier 7, so we don't have to care that much. So I played this for fun, haha. Fun was achieved. So I was like, you know, I need spotting carrier, but he's just like flying in circles. Maybe he disconnected or some shit, and I have to angle from the battleships on my right side anyway. So I did that. Yeah, we killed carrier, which is good. We are still not winning. We are actually more losing than winning. But you know, I'm like, okay, this is still doable. But then our full HP King George just pulls out flat broadsides in front of 3 battleships and a cruiser, which is not a good idea, as you can imagine. I'm gonna press Alt so you can see his HP dropping, like my brain cells. But you know, we are pretty healthy. We still have a lot of things to do. Now we got a Citadel on the Nelson, because Nelson is pretty easy to Citadel from pretty much front, from like slight angle. Don't really want to get be driving Nelson like that. I mean, I guess they're pushing with 4 people. Well, the guy. So I just like kiting and shooting was my hope. Here's the kamikaze torps. I think the carrier woke up because he's dropping York now for not much effect, but you know, still okay. As you see on the team score, we have now 4 ships left, and they have how many? 8, 7. So could be better, definitely, especially with when they have 750 points. So as you can see, I'm aiming like below the Nelson, so all the shells hit his nose, and we got another nice 15k volley, because Nelson is just a nice, sponge, you know, damage sponge, especially for AP HE2, but like really it doesn't have much armor. It's not a bad ship, but yeah, it can't really tank AP in it. Now the Trento is trying to help a bit. We have now 3 ships left, more like 2 ships and a carrier, because carrier is not a real ship. But we got the Nelson down, luckily. And as you can see on my HP, is like every shot from a battleship you lose like 5k, 8k. Even if it's a bad shot, there's always gonna be some shell that hits your like upper belt or deck and overmatch it. So not a really good ship for tanking, as I said. Yeah. I don't know where the second shell go. Like I got 2 pens, but I'm pretty sure 1 pen was for no damage, or like just like 6k with 3 shells. Weird. Lucky for us. Okay, the carrier finished 1 Nelson on the. What is good for us, that everybody is chasing us. You know, they're like pretty sure that they have won this already, so they're just like, okay, just chase them and get some more damage. But little did they know that I still want to win this game, and I'm pretty sure all 3 of us want to win this game. Sadly, Trento won't survive that long. We got a high call and a nice 12k volley, and especially on people that angle slightly, or battleships that are broadsides, just like this guy, or Nelsons, you can do nice volleys with this ship. You know, this guy is broadside, but I only have 1 gun reloaded. I should have shot, but it wouldn't probably do that much. Let's see. He turned in, so kinda put my aim off, and the dispersion was terrible, as you saw, and we got one overpen, which is not glorious. They have already 840 points, which is not good, considering they're getting 3rd cup. But I think actually the vessel gets RNG here, Yeah, and he claps the York for like 8k. And luckily he doesn't have a Citadel because he would probably die. As you can see the Nelson shooting him. I continue just to like aim properly at the Nelson. I'm getting constant 4 hits on his nose and like nice 15k damage. So, you know, guns are pretty good. Like the characteristics pen and overmatch are there. Dispersion, you know, it's sometimes they're like, look at this. This is pretty good dispersion for a Ashitaka, like the grouping. And we actually got 18k because we even managed to get like a Citadel. And now is the the thing I said. I don't think that was a Citadel. I think it's just like 2 pens, but that was 12k almost. So you see, if I would get less lucky or dodged more, I mean less, I'll probably have lost so much HP before. But you know, I'm playing this game for a bit too long, especially 48. You know, you can just dodge. The Kamikaze is though still alive. I was kinda thinking he was like next to Title Friedrich, which was correct actually. Here I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna turn out because it's not aiming at me. He won't be able to shoot full volley, and I don't really want to slide on the border because the Kamikaze can just torp me, which would be less than ideal. Luckily, Carrier goes actually for the. I mean, he goes with AP rockets for Prince Title Friedrich. That's Pepega, but he will spot the Kamikaze right here. And as you can see, the Kamikaze is almost dead with 420. Wow, that's a meme number, guys. 420 HP. Luckily he shoots because I don't know, like Pepega seeds, which allows me to blind fire him and actually kill him. So you know, I just turn to the right to avoid the torps. I was not sure if he have launched them yet, but you never know. Better, you know, to not eat them, and there they go. Now I'm really starting to bleed HP, so I just need to damage contact fire because I can't afford, you know, too much loss. Luckily I have my heal bag, so I'm fine. See, that's on the front turrets. That's 11k. These guns are not bad, especially on. Now this is bad, I think. Yes, look at this. 5k. I mean, could be worse, I guess. It's a Prince Title Friedrich, so he has even worse guns than me. I mean, my guns are good, but he has terrible guns. You know, if you ever played that ship, you know. But still, that was terrible. That was 2 pens apparently, but he's alive on 700, 500. And you know, I would just swing my rear turrets and kill him. I guess the Carrier tried to save me. Kinda yoinked my kill, and he got his Kraken. I didn't get mine, but whatever, it's fine. At least we are now winning. I mean, we're not winning, but you know, I'm still alive, and Carrier is still alive. And there's one enemy guy left, and there's 2 minutes still, so there's no way we can throw this. So I'm like, okay, happy now, we just kill Kunik, easy, GG. So, if you look at damage, 214k, and still gonna go somewhere up. We used all heals, 20k left, you know, not terrible. There you go, another 11k volley. On Broadside Battleship, it's a consistent, rather consistent, like 10k up. Especially if they have Citadel, you can even do more, like you saw that 40k on the Piotr Wielki. Now I think I Pepega this next shot, because you know, Bug Fever, I'm like, oh, GG easy, and the 7k is not terrible. Or maybe that wasn't that shot I Pepega. I think this next shot I'm gonna Pepega. I'm like, okay, maybe not Pepega the next after that one, because that would be yikes if I throw this like they did. I mean, what can I say more? I'm gonna kill this guy. Spoiler alert. So I have 4 kills. The Carrier has 5 kills, and there's one more York that has 3 kills. The rest of the team haven't done much. I mean, you know, it was Friday, so yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna now finish this guy for glorious 600 HP. So yeah, nice, 240k almost. Pretty good game. Ship is fine. just need to try.